Inter Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So things are underway. Inter Milan must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think a warning's about right. Just a slight rush of blood, nothing too intentional.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. There was plenty of power on that.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Marquinhos with the clearance. And it's Ribery. Now it's Drogba. Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland is onto this. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Van Basten. Totti. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Van Basten charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Cannavaro. Quarter of an hour played. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Zanetti. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
And this is Drogba. Spence gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Zanetti. Some good work on the right flank here. And this is Totti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Aguero with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That has been cut short. Inter Milan already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Well, that's been cut out, well played. 30 minutes gone. Spread it left. It's a good surge, he's making up the left-hand side.
Oh, great feat, that.
McAllister. Chance, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rodri can get it clear. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Aguero. That's been slipped through. O'Reilly. Inter Milan, looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Olise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. Now that looks a decent ball. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And he's heaved it away. Neuer. And this is Drogba. Dink through. He is through here. And a chance! Has a look and plays it forward. Inter have turned up. Oh, terrible pass. And it's Van Basten. Driving forward. Rijkaard running at top gear. Oh, nice touch. Makaleli. That's tidy. And he's in on goal. Real chance! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Inter Milan up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Inter Milan just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10, numero 6.
So we're off again.
Numero 9.
Inter Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That's Bebeto.
Il numero 18.
Now it's Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Bebeto, chance for a shot! And that has fair fizzed. Corner number 2 then. Rice with the short one. Shot a goal! Off the post! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Oh, that's real confidence in that tackle. He got himself in the perfect position.
Good ball, good take. Dani Olmo. Zanetti had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
He's got away. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Neuer claims comfortably. The message is clear, none shall pass. Inter Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Bebeto. It's a pretty loose pass. Bebeto. O'Reilly. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be a more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And it's O'Reilly. Now it's Drogba. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Backward it goes. He's having a pop! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a goal kick. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he's running through.
That was lovely, that.
Hakimi does well to get it back. That's very neat. Foot in. No foul, says the referee. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Knocks it into space. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rice is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Bebeto. And he's managed to get free.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Rice. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. O'Reilly. And that is that. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they've faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible. Now comes the difficult task in planning ahead.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi di usare gli appositi cestini per la raccolta differenziata.
Atalanta are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. Thrilling scenes here too, so much in line with Atalanta's reputation as the great entertainers of Italian football. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Makaleli. De Bruyne. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a quick one. And it's Hakimi. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Barcelona are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Sostituzione per il Barcellona. Numero 23.
Barcelona have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun.
Look, to make a change this early, Peter, is not the norm. He seems to be unhappy about it, and I sympathise. I think he's been harshly treated.
Rijkaard. Makaleli. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the ball is out of play. Pacho. And it's Hakimi. Strong running down that left flank. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Haaland. Played out to the left flank, and he's picked it up out wide. Thinks one through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Neuer. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The pass has gone astray. From behind for a goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Mela. This looks promising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. He has found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. It's Makalele. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rijkaard. Van Basten receives it in a good position here. Fernandes. Now it's Musiala. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice physical challenge. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's Haaland. No, that's been intercepted. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's having a good look here. Haaland! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's De Bruyne. Totti. Haaland. Haaland powering forward here. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Makalele. Totti. Now it's Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. De Bruyne! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
I think the manager's reactions here sum it up perfectly. He fully expected that to go in.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Rijkaard. Good ball over the top. Haaland providing an outlet on that flank. De Bruyne. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's having a pop! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection.
Oh, what a mistake! Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Ci
Pacho.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Cannavaro. Looking for options, for movement. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Tries to cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now it's Drogba. Looking for the run. And this is Drogba. Fernandez. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Drogba. Musiala. And Koundé. Now, can they get him away? That's a shade optimistic. That's a corner kick.
Sostituzione per il Barcellona. Numero 19.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 25. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10. Messi, il numero 7.
Musiala! And he's there to get it away. Neuer. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pacho. Rijkaard running with the ball, and he has been fouled there. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Musiala. Long ball by the goalkeeper. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Well timed, excellent interception. Threads one in. That is good alertness. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's through here. Pacho spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, played through for the wide man, and he can thump it away. That has not gone well.
Pretty robust defending.
Van Dijk with a definite fell there. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Hakimi. Totti venturing down the left. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Totti. And it's Zanetti. Oh, that's well spotted. Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Wriggles his way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now he's off and running. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Well, that pass isn't the best. Makaleli. And this is Drogba. Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Rijkaard. Showing great feet there. Haaland gets across and deals with it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's their second corner of the game. Totti plays it short. Hakimi. Cannavaro.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And he's lost his match. Shot, surely! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Atalanta now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Musiala has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. And it's Hakimi. Right, he's going for goal! And that was too close for comfort.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Makaleli. Jacquet promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Zanetti gets a foot in here. Messi. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's in a great position here. And he's quick to get rid. Defending was strong and firm. And that is that. Atalanta have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might have beens, but eventually we have... Barcelona are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So straight into the action.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership. They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's got away. Real chance. Conte! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Conte. Puyol calmly anticipates. That's Rijkaard. Rijkaard. Oh, nice touch. Raul. Rice. And it's Conte. Rafinha absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And this is Van Basten. And he's lost his match. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! The first significant strike. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Yokohama F. Marinos finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
O'Reilly, and he's managed to get free. And it's Rice. Cannavaro. Barcelona currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Here's Cannavaro. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Puskás.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
And Puskás! Superb from Puskás! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Yokohama F. Marinos cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
30 minutes gone. Taken back almost at once. Raul. Triol. And he is... Oh, he's on his own! And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Rafinha gets flagged offside. That is ended up in no man's land. That's an imaginative pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rafinha. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. O'Reilly. Raul. That's been cut out, well played. Pacho. And it's Rice. Raul. Puskás. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Raul shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Raul. Ball played for Conte. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Rice does well to stand up to him. Rafinha. Ødegaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. Now it's Puskás. Now, can they get him away? Rijkaard. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we are back underway. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a shade optimistic. Pacho. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Van Basten. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Mohamed Salah. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zanetti, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Rice. And here's Rafinha. Not the most accurate pass. Conte. Now it's Puskás. Triol spots it and intercepts. Distributed tidily. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Rui Costa. Looking for a runner. And he's intervened well there. And he was quick to react. And it's Ødegaard. It's played through for him. Bayer claims comfortably. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Rafinha. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Sure, deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4, el dorsal 20 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 5.
Rice.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004
Aims beyond the defence. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his... Oh, they could be caught out here! Rafinha. Raul. Rice, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Knocks it into space. O'Reilly. Yokohama F. Marinos can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tacho cuts out the pass. Rice, can he get it through? Cannavaro cuts it out. Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. A lot of space ahead of him. No foul, says the referee. Van Basten. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Rijkaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Van Basten. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Barcelona have reclaimed it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win at all costs.
Every team needs one of him, doesn't it?
Well, if you want to be successful, it's essential.
Rooney, it's Rooney! Shoots! Can he finish?
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Conte. O'Reilly. That's tidy. And that's a good ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for a runner. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Caceres.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Robertson.
Inter really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Puskás. Pinches it off him.
Puskás really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And no mistake! Oh, but the flag's up.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Marquinhos. Now O'Reilly. Cannavaro. Zanetti. Now it's Puskás. Conte. He's got away. Conte! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Caceres. And it's Caceres. And here's Rooney. And the through ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Conte. Totti. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, and a chance! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Gol per l'Inter.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Van Basten. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Just past the 40th minute mark. Raul. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Owen. He's picked his way through. Now it's Rijkaard. Cross to the back post. Oh, great leap!
Harmlessly behind.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Makaleli. Raul. That's the end of the first 45.
What do you attack on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Played back to the goalkeeper. And this is Van Basten. Deftly away. Not the most accurate pass.
And it's De Bruyne.
Owen. Can he spark a counter here? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice physical challenge.
Looking for the run. Now it's Rooney. Sneijder. Big chance, corner.
And we have our very first corner.
And it's been taken short. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Sneijder.
Schneider is flagged offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Totti. And it's Rijkaard.
No, that's been intercepted.
De Bruyne.
Now it's Puskas. Lobbed in behind. Throw in. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Baresi. Caceres. Now it's Owen. Great vision.
That is a great pick out.
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.